Oops. Hello, this is Fuyuno Kazuki. Welcome to second and last part of the Forgotten City. Wait, hold on.
How'd you do?
Okay. Now, unfortunately... Oh. No. Unfortunately, I have to wait. What's this? The Myth of the Golden Rule by Juratas the Younger. As per our custom, I shall begin by paying respects to the god responsible for the city. For our continued prosperity and tranquil seclusion, he deserves our admiration. But here I must depart from custom, for his attempt at imposing strict rule upon us is oppressive and overreaching and deserving of our contempt. Ah. Okay, but they turn into statues anyway. Okay, so what I have to do is just to wait.
Fortune smile on you, brother.
You too, fam. I just have to wait until the election starts, but I don't know how long it'll take for a night to fall, so I really just have to just run around. The only thing I can do is wait. Look, I have a bow. And I have a golden bow. And I have my fists, which I can't punch anyone. Meet this.
How come you're allowed a weapon and I'm not?
What do you mean? Wait. Am I allowed to punch? Can I punch in the Skyrim version? If I can punch in the Skyrim version, going to the cistern should allow me to beat people up, right?
Keep an eye out for Scintilla, would you?
Scintilla is
What now? He's one of the three Connor. Not that. Alright?
alright. Okay. Just have to wait till daylight comes then. Daylight? No. Nightlight. Nightlight comes. Better get money. What's Nivea's garden right there? I can get, you know, the not Nivea's garden, but the palace, so I can get 4k, I think. Is it there? One of places around here. One of the places I can go underground. Oh, but I really just gotta wait it out. Wait until election time. Wanna mess with me? Wait. Ooh, look at that. I see, it's not just the golden statues that absorb the arrow, it's just literally anything. I see.
A golden bow, just like Apollo and Diana's.
Right?
Greetings and salutations.
Greetings.
Hello again, my...
Sartorial friend.
I hope that our paths...
Hey, I guess in my attempt to wait, I will... Right? Is the golden? No. This is the golden thing.
Salve.
Guess I can't turn the clothes into gold. What about this? Oh! Nice. So I at this, yes. Think can fool me. Can scam him for 5k gold every time. Feels good, man.
Don't you just love springtime?
Don't I indeed. Come on. Still afternoon. How long is afternoon going to take? How long?
Salve.
Salve. Nom nom nom. I should keep track of the time. Where what? Where stuff actually happens. I can put it in the timestamp. Put it as a timestamp in the video comments. So that if anyone watches, they can skip to the appropriate time. Can I talk
Don't
to Aurelia?
believe a word they tell you.
Stop saying that to me every time you walk past me. Who'd even refer to my day? Bro.
Citizen.
Does she want to talk to me?
Oh, you're here. And, there's a... Oh, I see. You prefer the company of... I take... Let's just forget... You know... Straight to business, huh? As a man, I'm happy... So...
On your side, I know it's a scam. Tell me what I'll be buying.
Well, I can't tell you. Simple. I think... Ha!
Ha!
Certain... Have you met now?
It's another.
I hear that if Malleolus is elected,
Ooh.
there used to be a midwife here,
Midwife?
Naevia. But this
Naivia.
place drove her. Fortunately for us, sent. How can we trust him to?
Because
I heard
Spoilers.
Dacius has been offering a lot of money for a bone. But then, I hear some even say.
you what? Caught this.
I've already told you. All right.
I think I'll be taking.
Citizen.
Don't even talk to me.
What? What do you mean? We're buddies, right? You scam me, I scam you. It's all even. It's all good. All is fair in the name of love and scam. Oh, the forum's right here. So from the slums, you just go up. I see. And then Dule is right after the forum. Dule is it turning evening already? Can't exactly tell.
Salve.
Salve. How long do I have to wait for evening? Look up! Oh shit! At least I can regen my health. It's a nice view. This is a nice view. See the opening. Can't tell if it's turning more yellowish, reddish. Nom nom nom. Well, I can just check Twitter while waiting. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Songs can I sing? Acapella? Okay, wait, let me go to the forum then. It's the game? pause if I... Ah, it does. Okay. It pauses if I alt tab. So what can I... Borderless. How about that? Ah, even pauses if I alt tab. So if I want to acapella, I have to set it up. Many shall suffer for the sins of one. Pro peccata venevis viltis dolebunt. Wait. Unius Maltis Dolbunt. V is the V a U? I think the V is a U. Right. Let's fool around. What can I fool around with? Just I fooled around with so many things already. I don't even know what to do anymore.
Best behavior, I trust.
I am on my best behavior, I trust. We go up here, slide down there. Yeah! Ooh. Where else can I slide from? Doko kana? Pass time. Does time not even pass?
Are
Quite.
they again? I don't, I'm afraid. I'm quite sure it's the work. We asked for blessings, for good health. But here, it seems they require much. I find myself reminded of an especially pertinent tale from our great...
Metamorphosis.
Would you like to hear?
Why not? I have time.
Wonderful. It goes like this. Baucis and Philemon were an old married couple living a humble life in a small town. One night, the town gets a visit from a couple of vagrants. They go from door to door, asking for a place to stay the night. Of course, being vagrants, they're turned away sharply from house after house, 1,000 in all, until finally they come to the little cottage where Baucis and Philemon lived. Now the kind old couple had very little to offer, but nevertheless, they invite these strangers into their house and offer them food, wine, and a place to stay. Immediately the guests make themselves at home. They begin gulping down the old couple's wine, so much so that Baucis, the old lady, begins to worry they're going to run out. And then she notices something strange. Her wine pitcher keeps refilling itself,
Don't believe
as if by
a word
magic.
they tell you.
Realizing
Okay,
only a
shut up,
select
I'm in the middle of
few
a story.
possess such powers, says to her husband, Philemon, I think these men are gods in disguise. Immediately the couple begins apologizing for offering such coarse wine, and the vagrants metamorphosize and reveal themselves to be Jupiter, the king of the gods, and Mercury, the trickster god. They confide they didn't mind the meager offerings. They were just pleased that someone in the town offered them hospitality. Then Jupiter says to them, you have passed our test, but everyone else in this city failed, so we are going to destroy this place and everyone in it, except you, who we will grant a wish. So old Baucis and Philemon escape up into the mountains safely, and they receive their wish, which is for eternity together. Meanwhile, Jupiter carries through with his threat and wipes that city off the map. Some say the moral of that story is that we must all honor the sacred rituals of guest friendship and reciprocal obligations owed between hosts and guests. But I like to think
Do I have to admit, I've never watched a single episode of Detective Conan.
Than ourselves.
I agree.
A cynic philosopher might take
Cynic.
that view,
Why is
but it's not entirely
Cynic
invalid,
capitalized? Is
I
it
suppose.
actually a place? Cynic.
It must be completed by dusk, just the same as any other official business. It'll be between Sentius, the incumbent, and Galerius,
And
the
neither have you.
challenger. Why do you ask?
Why do you ask? Can we start the election now?
As
Okay.
I said, I'm planning to hold it before dusk.
Holding it early may prevent conflict between the voters.
Yes, I have over
Oh,
very well.
okay, nice. I can start it right away.
Citizens,
I was about
It
to
is
say,
time.
I have been
Let us
stalling
meet to elect
to-
our magistrate.
to wait for the election, because the election only appears at dusk, and I don't know how long it takes for dusk to come. I've been waiting for 40 minutes the last stream. So the good thing is I can ask her to hurry up. But I don't know where to start with, because it's a lot of story from the last stream yesterday. I mean today, but yesterday, today, until now. So for example, Georges is Greek, and he has an Egyptian friend. Okay, it's a lot to explain, but if I have the time, then I'll try to do it. Okay, Ulpius has an affair. He's in love with Centilla, which is this guy's daughter that went missing. This guy's a daughter that went missing, and there's another daughter at his house right now, but it's the older daughter. This guy, Galerius, look, Galerius is up for election. Galerius is my man. He helped everyone. Because I told him to help everyone. Rufius is the one that was harassing Virgil.
We have a
Okay, wait.
quorate body of voters gathered here to elect the city's magistrate. The candidates
Watch Galerius own this election.
Augustus Sentius Imperiosus and late nominee Gallus Galerius Helva. Marcus Malleolus Gurges withdrew his candidacy earlier today. As agreed, we shall dispense with ballots and candidates will abstain from voting.
Candidates will abstain from
As I
voting.
say your name, call your vote. I'll start with you, Horatius.
Sentius, of course.
Cynthius, of course.
Galerius. He
Galerius!
saved the life of my dear friend Fabia.
Dacius,
Sentius.
Oh,
Virgil,
bitch.
The man who put a stop to the threats I've been receiving. Galerius.
Galerius!
Ulpius,
Galerius, the man who saved my life.
Galerius is such a bro.
The man who treated my rheumatism. Galerius.
citizens,
Ah,
you have made your decision.
take it in the
Your
ass,
new
bitch. No, I'm.
magistrate is Gallus
He-
Galerius Helva.
What?
It has been decided.
You know what? This guy,
Magistrate Galerius,
you'll think
would you like to make a brief address?
his daughter is missing, right? And he's the one that's
I just
imprisoning
wanna say,
his daughter.
This isn't something I ever wanted. Now that you put your
And he
trust in
actually
me,
knows about
I'm
the
going
time
to do
loop
everything I can not to
every
let
time
you
loop.
down. I'll need some time to put together a list of the changes I want to make around here.
This guy
But I
imprisoned
promise
his
you,
own daughter
there will
because
be
his daughter wanted to
changes.
escape.
My first order is that Dooley is to be freed. Horatius, release him from his cell immediately. Please. Wait, do I need to say please? I suppose not. That's it. You can all get on with your day. Nothing else to see here. Move along.
Move along, move along. Ah, you have something to say, bitch?
It's almost as if you're trying.
Oh, what? Okay. Oh, bitch. I guess he doesn't want... Yeah, of course I tried to expose him. Tried to expose him? No,
His
but
brightness was like the
he
light.
showed his true colors.
Blaze flashed.
Wait, oh no. Julius was over here.
Galerius only won one right.
Santa's very bad. Santa's is evil. Santa's is even worse than Malleolus. Actually, I don't know about that.
Galerius here has ordered your release.
You're going to let me out of here?
Yes.
I'm sorry it took so long, my friend.
Magistrate
And it wouldn't have
Galerius.
happened at all if it wasn't for a newcomer. So be sure to offer your thanks when you can.
I will. I will. Thank you, Galerius. I'm so happy.
I'd love to stay and chat, but I've got a lot of work ahead of me. Why don't you go to the baths? Then tell Georges I said you could have some new clothes. Then I want you to go home and rest. I'll speak with you soon, Dooley.
Hello?
Hello.
I'm Dooley. Magistrate.
See this thing over here?
Galerius
I need to
said
gather.
should thank the
This is the
new-
last one I have to gather.
Are you the newcomer?
Yes, that's me.
Oh, it is you. Then, thank you. You're a big helper. I was locked up, but they let me out again. I'm so happy.
You're
You
welcome.
can have my shiny plaque if you want.
Thank
Maybe
you.
you can help me find my treasure. My friend Hannibal used to look after me, and he said he always would. But then
Sure,
he died.
Dudley.
But
Dudley?
before
Dudley?
that, he told me if anything ever happened to him, I had to find something very precious. He gave me a key to the cistern.
Wait. Oh, I know.
To keep it safe. He said there's something very precious way up high. Please help me find it.
Oh, I know what this is.
Oh, thank you.
You know how I said Sentius imprisoned his own daughter? This is the key. This is the key. Because
Maybe it is treasure.
okay, wait.
I could see it.
Before that, let me save.
It gladdens my heart that Galerius
You will see what Sentius is up to in the cisterns.
It's so lovely
He
to see
ain't.
Dooley out and about.
He ain't.
Hey,
Bruh.
you're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you?
Oh yeah, look at my bow. I know about a creature. But I'm bow. I have 2 bows. One is a golden bow, which is oh.
Thank you.
Look at that. Since I have the King Midas bow. Alright, then because it can't support my weight normally, but shit. Now the power of Midas. I'll climb up. Oh! Okay. Now, look at that. There, Scintilla's there. Sentius did it. Safe.
You. We.
I'm sorry.
What?
Wait.
I hate you.
Wait. I can open the.
The many
Wait, what?
shall suffer for the sins of the one.
What happened? Wait, what? What happened? What happened? Was it because I tried to escape? It can't be it, right? Oh, you're active. Are you kidding me? Okay, at least I can re-explain the plot.
Riolas, you fatuous cunners! You said it was all a hoax!
Ah, crap. We're high up in the cistern. Key to the upper cistern. The upper cistern is below the Great Temple. The entry must be around there somewhere. Okay. Okay, well, at least. At least I have the plaque already, so that's fine. I don't know if I caused that. If I caused that golden rule break, or if Sentius went mad.
Salve, friend.
I need you to take care of some things.
Oh.
Eagle has died.
You?
Rufus has been threatening Virgil, but if you give him some of this wheeler bark, it will treat his rheumatism and he'll settle down.
Poor Virgil.
I need you to stop Faber from entering the empty shrine and tell the new arrival, the assassin, will find what he's looking for in there.
Alright, let me see.
Tell Malleolus you know his real name is Quintius, thanks to Claudia, and that Nero sends his regards. Tell him to withdraw from the election and release his debt bondsman.
What?
That's it.
I'll go.
Thank you, Gallerus. And you can see him like actually do all the duties. It's quite a grinder. Okay.
Ixion turns.
Ixion. Well, a persistent.
Are they?
Are they?
Keep an eye out for Scintilla, would you?
Wait. Save game. Load game. Enter the back to the systems. Was it me? Did I cause it? Okay, wait, I'll wait a bit longer. Why can't I just...
The many
Wait,
shall
what?
suffer for the sins of the one.
Okay. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, let me talk to her.
You. We. What?
It's too dangerous. Oh!
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Oh, so it's not me, it's not me. Okay, it's not me. I was wondering what's going on. Wait, so I shouldn't load this way, okay. It's not my fault, it's not my fault. Thought it was my fault. I don't know what's happening outside though. That who's deciding to break the law?
How come you're allowed a weapon and I'm not? Hey,
Because I'm a
you're not thinking
gangster.
about going into the cistern, are you? Whoa.
Yeah, I know. So now that I have time. Wait, was it here? Right. Damn. 66 arrows. Oh. No! Okay. Let's see how this goes. It's locked. This should be... Wait, where is this? Is it so dark? Oh wait, what? Oh, this just leads to the... Okay. Right. Insert. This is Greek. This is Roman. This is Egyptian. And then this is Sumerian. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Uh-oh. The door just closed on me. Speak. It is Lord of Many. Got me an audience. I got the first one, got me an audience. wrong? Did I have to say all 4? Guessing. This way? Oh wait. Oh, I see. Okay, okay. I have to look at what the design is and then... What was this one? I guess that doesn't work. This is the last one, right? Which was Pluto. This is what? Cyrus. No. What's this? Oh, this is Greek. Greek is Hades. Okay, now this is Egyptian, which is Osiris. Egyptian with the Anubis. Nice. I love Anubis's design. And any like design that's inspired from Anubis. And the last one, Sumerian. But I don't know if Google is wrong, but I googled it. Sumeria isn't older than Egyptian civilization. What? Eh? 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 What's this? VR? Future? Future? Eh? Earth? Eh? 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 Oh, it's a spaceship. What? Wait, what? Damn, it's a very futuristic god. Oh wait, what? This is Karen.
And here you are. Allow me to introduce myself. As you have already gathered,
You are not what I
be known
expected.
by many names.
You would
Nergal
have
to the
looked like-
Sumerians, Osiris to the Egyptians, Hades to the Greeks, and Pluto to the Romans. But the one constant through it all has been my title, God of the Underworld. And I've been watching you with curiosity, mortal, ever since your arrival. You're unlike the others.
How do you not know that?
And what is more, you carry a weapon that was never intended for mortals to wield, and you do it so brazenly that there will be time for your reckoning later. First, as a reward for undoing the desecration of my obelisk, I will allow you to satisfy your curiosity. Ask what you will.
What is your story?
My story is many thousands of years long. You will need to be more specific. What do you wish to know? It is a matter of perspective. God is a label I was given by you mortals, not one I gave myself. Your ancestors revered me because to them, my knowledge and technology made me incomprehensibly powerful. Just as you might seem so.
Technology?
But despite all that, there are
Your
rules even I
alien?
must obey.
Space alien god?
My kin and I all adopted this form long ago, so that we might better understand and communicate with your kind. In time, we grew fond of the sensory delights it affords: desire, joy, ecstasy, even rage and sorrow, while an acquired taste can be addictive. This is my beloved. Like me, she has been known by many names.
Ereshkigal?
Ereshkigal to the Sumerians, Isis to the Egyptians, Persephone,
Persephone, Isis,
and Persephone.
Ershkigal. Oh.
Or perhaps you might know her as the goddess of springtime, the cycle of life.
Samsara. Oh.
Your gaze lingers too long.
Sorry.
That is my servant.
Oh.
You would have met by the river,
Karen.
though she wears many faces and goes by many names. Kumutabal to the Sumerians, Kurti to the Egyptians,
Karen and Karen.
Charon to the Greeks, and Charon to the Romans.
Charon to the Greeks
Her
and
role
Charon
is
to
to
the
ferry
Romans.
souls between the mortal world and this one, and to make their transition as seamless as possible. For that, she earned herself the infamous, if erroneous, moniker, the Ferryman. You will talk more later. For now, ask your questions. No.
No?
Long ago I swore to Persephone that I would remain in this form for as long as we remained among your kind. I must honor that.
Okay.
As you wish. It has come to be known simply as the Underworld, and it exists because of a wager I made long ago. That is a long story, one that began over 3,000 years ago and continues to this day. You see, long ago my kin and I set out from our home on Elysium to search for other forms of life among the stars. We discovered your planet and witnessed your kind evolving from primates into something lawless and barbaric. You all but destroyed yourselves, your 2 short lives being extinguished by violence and ignorance and disease. Yet Persephone saw raw potential in you, and persuaded the rest of us it would be squandered without our intervention and stewardship. So we revealed ourselves to your people in a place called
Sumeria.
We offered guidance in agriculture, toolcraft, and law, and you called us gods. For a time you flourished, but soon you were too many for us to oversee. And as you spread from that cradle of civilization,
you hopped off for a moment, and now we have the God of the Underworld. Yeah. You can just rewind to when I entered this place. I was shocked as well.
This time in our name.
Looks very high tech. Yeah. Rewind when I entered the space. I think you will have the same reaction as I did.
Scarcely more than animals. We began preparations to return to Elysium, our home world, a utopia unspoilt by conflict and unimaginable in its beauty. But my Persephone could not bear to abandon your kind without guidance, and knowing it would force the rest of us to leave her behind, she made an extraordinary sacrifice.
I like his trip though. Maybe I'll take inspiration
to descend
for a new outfit.
The ranks of humankind. And so she began her inescapable trajectory toward death. Horrified, I acted swiftly. I placed her in suspended animation in a deep frozen sleep to prevent age and sickness from claiming her. And then I pleaded with Persephone's father, who the Romans called Jupiter, to bring her with us to Elysium. It was and is my hope that once there, we might one day learn to undo what she has done to herself. But he refused. I did everything I could to persuade him, but he would not relent. He would rigidly uphold his final pronouncement. Humans were unworthy of ascension to Elysium.
Yeah, that was my reaction.
But seeing that I was aggrieved, he proposed a wager, the terms of which were as follows. If even one human city could prove itself capable of living without sin for a single year,
so this is what
then Persephone and all of humanity would be permitted
I see.
to join us.
So this city is for that nest.
My part would be to remain behind, the last of my kind, to watch over you without interfering, and to sit.
So that's the role of the Forgotten City.
And so my reward has been to languish here, enduring a 3,000-year winter, waiting for the day your kind proves itself worthy of her faith.
Worthy.
So that I might take her with me to Elysium and unthaw my goddess of springtime. And here I am, after all.
I'm sorry, Hades, Osiris, for making you wait this long?
There were also gods who, like me, have been known by many names.
Apollo?
But perhaps you knew them by their Roman names. Our leader, Jupiter,
Jupiter,
as well as Neptune, Saturn, Juno, Minerva, Mars, Venus, Apollo, Diana,
some
Vulcan,
planets, bro.
Vesta, Ceres.
Ceres
And of course,
fauna.
my beloved Persephone. As the first wave of your kind arrived from Sumer, I had them build a city in their own fashion, so that they might be comfortable and recreate their lives here. I had them build the entrance as a
So here is
shaft
basically
leading to baths to cleanse
he
them of the
is
sins of their
an
former
alien.
lives and to prevent escape.
I think it
I watched
seems to
wave after
be.
wave of Sumerians arrive, and as their
think it's an alien
civilization declined over the centuries,
who arrived
they were
during the
replaced
Sumerian
by
times.
Egyptians. Of course, believing themselves to be the superior civilization, the Egyptians promptly built over what had been built before and made all the same mistakes.
But
after another 1,000 years, the Greeks began to arrive.
Is Google wrong?
And then the Romans. And they all did the same thing.
I googled and Sumeria doesn't seem to be that much older than Egypt.
Renamed their gods and ensured their foundations were forgotten. To ensure the wage was fair, it was important that my subjects were chosen at random.
Random?
To this end, I had my servant distribute 1,000 tokens fashioned from silver, a rare element at the time.
Silver.
Across all of Sumer.
Silver's not that rare,
Whoever
bro.
died while in possession of one of them would be located by my servant and ferried to this place, with no memory of how they arrived. As the tokens were discovered, they were traded, smelted, and fashioned into trinkets, and eventually coins, spreading to Egypt like seeds on the wind. Later, when they spread to Greece, they would come to be known as Charon's Ogle.
Charon's
coins for the ferryman. Some placed coins in the mouths of their dead, hoping they would awaken here, though they had no way of knowing which coins were fashioned from the original tokens. In fact, almost all of the tokens are accounted for. Only 2 remain. And so after this way destroys itself, as it is destined to do, your kind will have squandered the last of its potential.
I'm the last hope of mankind.
This rock, and Persephone is along.
Yeah, but it's not my kind's problem. I mean, considering that we've already advanced to 2021.
It is a regrettable story. One of the first men who came to this place was a king of Sumer and a troublemaker. To be rid of him, I returned him to his people, on the condition that my servant erased his memories of this place. But the erasure did not take completely, and he told stories of this place as if describing memories of a dream. His tales were committed to writing, which came to be known as the
Epic of Gilgamesh. Whoa.
And his words were twisted and distorted over generations. Later, the Egyptians would adapt Sumer's stories of the underworld, making them wildly intricate and labyrinthine. Their Book of the Dead and Book of Gates bore less and less resemblance to this place in their priests' pursuit of profit. Then, when the Greeks began to arrive, they proved far more cunning, and in a series of incidents that will not be repeated, 5 of them escaped. A warrior named
Heracles,
Heracles,
Hercules,
2 kings named Sisyphus and Theseus,
Theseus,
a poet
Orpheus.
named Orpheus, and a Trojan named Aeneas. They each told embellished tales of this place, how to get here, and how to escape. And so from Sumer to Egypt, Greece to Rome, your kind has always told each other stories about this place, though each story contained only a seed of truth. Of course.
Of course.
That is merely the name your people have given to it, but yes, it is my doing.
Why turn people
That is
into
a
gold?
story dating back to the very first wave. After the Sumerians finished building their city, the self-declared ruler threw a banquet to celebrate.
Yahoo!
Now this man was unmarried, and many women were vying to become his wife, a prestigious position of power and influence in a new world. Of all the women, 2 were particularly ambitious. Both were beautiful, and both arrived at the banquet wearing eye-catching dresses and painted faces, their hair woven in elaborate fashion. The first woman, recognizing that
she covered herself in gold,
advantage to win the ruler's affection, draped herself in jewelry, ornate necklaces,
good enough, I guess,
bracelets and rings fashioned from gold. Seeing this ostentatious display, the second woman grew envious, for she had no such jewelry at her disposal. She prayed aloud to any gods that would listen to cover her in gold. And when her prayer went unanswered, she took matters into her own hands. While the others indulged at the banquet, the second woman summoned the first for a discussion in a quiet
discussion, sure.
She checked that nobody was watching and pushed her rival from the top of the ziggurat where she broke her neck on the rocks below. But I was watching, and I decided to answer her prayer. I took the golden bow left behind by Diana, and I shot that woman in the heart, covering her from head to toe in a layer of molten gold. And I left her to stand there, that she might serve as a grim reminder of what befalls those who sin in my domain. But that was not enough, for the entire city was tainted by her sin, and the wager could no longer be won. So I had no choice but to wipe the slate clean. I gilded them all to make
new
way
wave,
for a
wave
new
2,
wave, and began the
wave 2 Underworld,
and
Gen
to
2,
this day,
Underworld Gen 2.
each of them, and all who came after, line the halls of this city, inanimate but conscious, suspended in time with only their sight and hearing preserved, so they may bear witness to and lament the folly of your kind for
You
eternity.
didn't even ask to ascend, bro.
Silent
What do you have
golden
to?
sentinels. I give your kind a second chance at life, as well as ample warning about my law. And when you disobey, and you always disobey, you force my hand, bringing terrible suffering upon yourselves. And so you ask if I am the one destroying your lives. And I say, no, you destroy yourselves. I am merely the means by which
This guy
you
is
do
full of
it.
himself.
When my kin departed, they left behind many relics which I inherited. Consolation prize of sorts. The golden bow originally belonged to one of my kin, who the Romans called Diana. As my collection of golden statues grew, I chose the most ferocious among them, and
Ferocious
equipped them
statues?
each with a duplicate of her bow, and tasked them with hunting down the Forsaken at my behest. They became known simply as Furies. I've always considered that the cornerstone of morality is the ability to determine right from wrong on one's own. No attempt to lay out rules like your Code of Hammurabi or your 12 Tables of the Roman Republic can ever cover all possible scenarios. This should come as no surprise to you, since the core principle has been expressed in many forms by many of your civilizations. The Egyptians made a rudimentary attempt with do to the doer to make him do. The Greeks refined it with avoid doing what you would blame others for doing. The Roman Stoics added, treat your inferior as you would wish your superior to treat you. Even the so-called cultists hiding among you often say,
Cultists.
do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It is the simplest of concepts, and each one of you is born with the faculties required to apply it to any situation. Yet none of the peoples who expressed this rule were able to uphold it. Curious, is it not?
Oh!
Enough. You clearly know nothing.
I want to pop off on this guy.
Do you plan to speak in sweeping generalizations, or are you going to give me an example? Abduction? You mean the magistrate imprisoning his daughter in the system?
Yes.
He did so because she sought to escape. A
What?
sin I take particularly seriously.
What?
Better that he stops her from escaping, albeit brutishly, than I have to wipe out this entire city to punish her. Wouldn't you agree?
I disagree.
Supposing you're right, then my law has been broken, and I should turn you all to gold immediately.
I'll fight you, bro.
Is that what you want?
Oh, of course not.
Now tell me. The midwife and the palace, yes. How is that inconsistent with the rule? The rule is do unto others, meaning other people.
Wow.
Those statues are something else now. Bloodless shadows, mere shapes of their former selves. They are forsaken. What happens to them is no concern of mine. Applying this rule always requires us to interpret the meaning of the words. A literal interpretation helps to minimize the ambiguities of your primitive language. Supposing you're right, then my law has been broken. Now tell me. Do you honestly think you could do better?
No, but that's my point. Nobody screws up right or wrong so perfect that they can be trusted for this part.
I should strike you down for that.
Oh!
Now, did you have...
Oh. Wait. Oh, do I want to fight him?
Good. Then now only it seems...
Oh, reckoning.
Something is wrong. It has long been within my power to see to the hearts of mortals and weigh their deeds in life. But when I peer into you, I see only a blank slate, as if you did not exist until you appeared.
Because the real me isn't in this game. The real me is outside here.
Where did you find this one?
I do not remember ferrying you.
Oh.
How did you come here? If that is true, then I sense the intervention of someone powerful.
How did you come to be in this time, mortal? Who brought you here?
He cannot know.
I do not know. My kin departed long ago.
He cannot. Okay, I'm on your side for Sabrina.
1,000 years. Tread lightly, mortal. Enough of this. It seems I will need to put your reckoning on hold for now. But answer this. Why have you come here? What is
Apparently I can just lie straight up to the god of Underworld. I'm here to kill you. Just want to get out of here, okay. Oh, I really want to do this though. Do I do this? Do I fight him? Oh. No, I can just...
How dare you threaten her? This ends now. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Eh? Did I take a crown? Did I take a crown? Eh? Rewind time and show Pluto you have Persepone's crown. Okay. Wait, I can just exit? He's allowing me to exit? Huh. Strange. I'll take it. Whoa! Nigero! Run! Ah! Oh! Wait. Left, right. Come on! Let me out! Ah. Okay. Oh, that's a long way. Okay, let's go, let's go. Oh, there's a statue there. Run, evade. Left, right. Are you shooting? That's not risk. Left, right. Dodge. Yeah. Oof, I'm safe. Okay.
Alright.
Thanks, boy. Thanks, my G. Oh. Okay. Guess I'll go at it again. Back. Hello. Welcome back. Kind of had a showdown with the god of the underworld. Okay, it wasn't really a showdown. I just drew my bow on him. Eh? Show Pluto F is Cross Happiness Crown. Where is Cistern? Yeah, right. Can I let her go now? Now that she's...
You... Wait, what? I hate...
Sorry. But if I let you go, you're gonna kill Sentis. That will cause a time paradox. Okay, let's do it again. This is the last one. Pluto. This is Greek, which is Hades. This is Egyptian. Cyrus. This is Argal. Let me save here first. Save game. Oh. How does Hades not know about the time loop mechanic?
Here you are. Allow me to introduce myself. But and what is that they will first? I would recognize that anywhere. And yet my beloved still wears hers. What is this? How did you come by it? You vile, despicable creature. Why would you do such a thing? And worse still, boast about it. You have put me in an impossible
I've come to bargain.
If I refuse, you will murder her. And yet, if I agree, I will lose my wager and return to Elysium, humiliated and alone. Perhaps you are cleverer than you appear, mortal. I do not see that I have a choice in this. Your treachery and savagery have opened my eyes like nothing I've witnessed in 3,000 years. And now you have shown me your species' true colors. And I see that
See your true colors shining.
This has gone on too long. It's time for me to let go of this form of her, of all of you.
Bye bye.
But know this: if I abandon
I don't care about ascending.
neither she nor your
Why are you so obsessed with?
Very well. I will have Carol make arrangements to ferry the others. But as for you,
Why?
be aware you will be separated from the rest. Once this exodus begins, the events that brought you to this moment will never have taken place, and you will have created a paradox. What will become of you is difficult to predict, but that is the risk you have taken by interfering in the natural flow of time.
Favorite song when you break out into song. I'm ready.
You would best pray our paths never cross again, mortal.
Create a time paradox. Is this... Okay, which ending is this? L.
Oh.
Oh.
Hi there. Gave me a bit of a fright.
Need a song repertoire so that I can break up.
I'm Al. Well, here I am. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. Oh, did that lady in the forest send you in here after me? I guess I lost track of time, learning about the history of this place, and it is extraordinary.
Extraordinary.
I'm fairly certain you and I are the first people to set foot in this city for about
I don't know about
2,000
that.
years. Fortunately for us, the last person in here was a Roman man named Galerius, who inscribed an account into a tablet.
Galerius?
Apparently, there was a community of 20-something people trapped in here, and living in fear of a curse they called the Golden Rule. They believed that if even one person sinned, an unknown god would cast them all into gold, like the 1,000 people who'd lived here before them. Then, one day, just as Galerius had finished praying for a good harvest at the shrine of Proserpina, an oracle appeared and told him how to solve the ills of the city, like saving the life of a dying woman, foiling an assassination
Oh,
attempt,
that's me.
and so on. Meanwhile, the oracle walked up to the temple of the mysterious god, this one right here, and demanded an audience.
That's
the
me.
doors just opened up to him. Nobody knows what went on in there, but Galerius wrote the oracle must have been more persuasive than Odysseus, because the next thing he knew, the ground shook and the voice of that god rang out over the city. The many have suffered long enough. Unfortunately, Galerius' account just sort of stops after that,
Is this
leaving a lot
the
of questions unanswered.
third ending or the
What
fourth
became
ending?
of him and the other
I've already
people who
got
lived
the
here?
two
What happened to all the
first two
golden
endings.
statues? And did this mysterious oracle single-handedly undo the curse that had terrorized people for hundreds of years?
Oracle Kazuki. Actually, that was me.
What? Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's just a joke,
For a moment
sorry.
there, I thought you
That's
were
a bad
serious.
joke, Elf.
Anyway, I think I found a way out through the aqueduct that brought water into the city. Follow me.
Right behind you. So, which ending is this? Yay!
I'm gonna pause here for a moment and make sure nobody else has ever lured into this temple.
Good idea.
You go on ahead.
Aaron! I don't have my bow. No, I don't have my bow.
You're back! But you're alone. Does that mean you didn't find Al? Oh, what a relief. Thank you so much. I was beginning to think you'd both become trapped in there. Why don't you tell me what you discovered while we wait?
I discovered you're not who you said you were. I remember meeting you 2,000 years ago.
Ah, I see. I thought you might. Well, now you know. I suppose you have questions. You can just call me Charon, if you like.
Oh,
I'm
right,
sorry
right.
I was not
The
completely
timelines
honest
that I
with you
met
at
her,
first, right?
I couldn't
I
save
do not
afterwards.
enjoy deceiving people. Believe me, I do not.
What truth is that?
That you die, my rule, as the
I died.
servant of the god of the underworld, has always been to assist the chosen. You can just, I do not, that most people, that you, my rule. Most souls would rather ask yourself honestly.
Yes,
As
I want
you
to know.
wish. You were murdered. You were exploring an old
My
tomb
oracle,
when
not
you
oracle,
discovered a cache of
archaeological
forgotten
background.
relics, including 2 silver coins of ancient origin.
Charon's obol.
Unfortunately, as a nearby hiker saw the scuffle break out
Hiker? Who's that?
and leapt to your aid, you both fought bravely, but your assailants were on. There was nothing you or your ally could have done. He died instantly at the scene. That man's name was Al.
Al.
You were each in possession of a sacred.
Good to say the coins Al and Hyde were the last in existence.
It means I am now bereft of purpose. There is nobody else to ferry here. Nobody to keep you company. After 5,000 years, the underworld has finally... Perhaps you have heard, well, those stories a
There's
long
a silver
time
coin
ago.
right there.
My It means there...
Okay.
I see no point in keeping you here. But I have to ask one thing. That you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now. Al!
What an act!
It's so good
What
to
an
see
actor!
You were gone so long I thought I'd never see you again.
Kinda lost track of time in there. You wouldn't believe what we found. The ruins of a long-forgotten city. And there was a tablet describing an oracle who confronted a god and undid an ancient curse.
Me.
Sounds like quite a story. And I look forward to hearing all about it. But you two look exhausted. Why don't...
Sounds good to me.
And you? Are you ready to go home?
Carry me home. Is this the 4th ending? One year later? Guess this is... Oh yeah, okay, I guess this is the 4th ending. So what's the 3rd ending? Are you L? Just random guy.
Hey!
Oh,
you
you're
made it.
L.
It's great to see you again.
Oh, you look so
I
much
read
older.
Your book and what the critics said about it. I guess they weren't ready for your theories about the underworld. Anyway, after everything you've been through, I thought you might appreciate some good news. So after we got back to the real world,
Oh, so
I
he
started
knew?
doing some research into the people mentioned in
knows.
Galerius' tablet. And I found something strange. I'm sorry I've been so cryptic. I've been dying to tell you. I just really wanted you to see this for yourself. Why don't you head on down there? I'll catch up with you at the other end.
Is it a statue of me? God, I love good times here. Yeah. 1 year. It's been 5 years. Eh? It's been 4 years, Aaron. Yeah, Raina.
You're finally here.
Wait, what?
Remember me? It's a crazy story. After you disappeared, Karen appeared and told
Hilarious.
us she was returning us to the world. Even gave us some coins to help us start our lives over. Only, for some reason, she returned us to your world instead of ours. Anyway, I know we only ever had that one conversation, and I wasn't even sure if you'd remember me, but I wanted to say thanks for freeing us from the underworld and
you're caught up
giving
with
us a second chance.
You're caught up with 2021 life. Equitia.
Oh, I used Karen's gift to buy a farm in Umbria. Got a villa on it too, with enough room for Dooley, of course. It's hard work, but I sleep soundly every night.
It's hard work.
I'm finally my own man, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I know! I can't believe my luck either. But we're engaged and living together.
How did that happen?
We're planning to get married next spring. If you're going to be around, we'd love to see you there. Of course, there's a whole museum full of people waiting for a chance to thank you, so you better keep moving. We'll speak again soon, my friend.
Oh, hello.
Equitia.
It's you.
What is this outfit? Hello. Relief of Proserpina. Relief depicting a great circular portal and Proserpina, the Roman goddess of the cycle of life and renewal.
Oh,
Story is
hello.
agreement. The citrus are backed by Pluto and forced into marriage against her will.
You're here. It's lovely to finally meet you. Galerius told me all about you. So, you're the hero who somehow vanquished the last of the Roman gods. As I'm a priestess, you realize you've put me out of work. I'm just teasing. Actually, and it still feels a little sacrilegious to say this, I'm finding life after religion quite enjoyable.
Lol.
Galerius and I are engaged and expecting. We've just
Before
bought
getting
a lovely
married?
villa in the countryside with room for a large family, and Dooley too, of course. It feels like the world has just opened up for us. There's so much to learn, and so many more possibilities for our children than we ever imagined. We're just so thankful. Oh, it's sweet of you to ask. She recovered. See you at the.
So you have... okay.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Dooley. Galerius said you're very nice and a big helper. Thank you for getting us out of the bad place. I didn't like it. I live at Galerius and Equitia's house. They look after me now and help me remember when I forget things, like brushing my teeth. Treasure? Oh, I forgot about that.
A box that
I like
tells
my
stories.
box now.
Is it a phone?
Galerius
or
got me
radio?
a box that tells stories. It's my favourite thing.
It's good to see you again.
Hi there.
Hello.
You look so different. Oh wait, no, that you're EU. Scutum.
Hey.
It's all the boys and the girls.
You're the Oracle, right? Oh, of course, sorry. And I never got a chance to thank you for telling Galerius how to save my life.
How
And
to
of course,
save a life.
getting me and all of us out of a terrible situation. Oh, I barely recognize myself. I'm living in a house share in London with my wonderful girlfriend. And I'm studying English at university. Eventually, I want to travel the world and write about it. Turns out, it's about 30 times bigger than the Roman Empire ever was.
Is that
Did you know there are
mathematically correct?
entire continents Rome never knew existed?
Yes,
and you
I
can
knew.
travel almost anywhere in an aircraft, which is rather like flying on a Pegasus, but much more comfortable. Oh, sorry, you already know all that, of course. I'm just so excited. There's so much to see and learn and write about. I have noticed people from your time have no idea how fortunate they are. I hope to change that. One day. Last I heard, Malleolus kept insisting he was the last rightful ruler of the Roman Empire, and wound up being committed to a psychiatric hospital.
The Roman Empire
As for
doesn't exist
Claudia,
though.
She was always so viciously unhappy. Someone said she'd blown all her money on wine, trying to drink herself back to the underworld. After the horrific way they treated Ulpius and me, I can't help feeling a
Schadenfreude.
sense of... What's that German word? Schadenfreude?
Freude.
Thank you. You're very kind. Ugh.
Aurelia.
Someone told me she was boasting about getting her claws into some rich prince, and how she was going to be living the high life from now on. Even in your time, life still isn't fair. Apparently, he proposed before they'd even met. And last I heard, she'd bought herself a first-class one-way ticket to join him in some exotic place called... What was it? Nigeria? Some people have all the luck.
Oh. She got scammed. She got scammed.
Well, you are the Oracle, so I suppose I'll take your word for it. Huh. I feel better already. Thank you. You too. If you're ever in London, let me know. We can go to bars and drink wine and listen to the stories of the 9 million people who live there. I hope so.
Lucretia?
You are here. It's nice to finally meet you.
I guess in everyone's point of view, it's the first time.
Lucy is fine. I'm making an effort to blend in, as you can see. We are all trying to keep a low profile. If the world knew we died 2,000 years ago and were suddenly brought back to life 12 months ago, they'd never leave us alone. Speaking of which, I wanted to say thank you in person. I'd say the gods smile on you, but I hear you drove the last of them off. So...
Yep.
I'm studying to get into medical school. As much as I resented the responsibility of keeping everyone in the city alive, when it ended, I realized I missed it. So I guess I'll just keep saving the world, if begrudgingly, one patient at a time. You too, don't be a stranger.
Stranger danger.
Hello!
Statue of Apollo. Roman and Greek god of disease and healing, among other things. And you? What the fuck is Cynthia sound to beat his ass up?
Hi there, I'm Horatius. I understand we have you to thank for giving us a second chance at life, and reuniting Scintilla with us as well. So, thank you. I'm living up north and studying in the military academy in Modena. I'm going to be an officer one day. The world's changed a lot, but some things stay the same. Would you believe we're still studying military tactics from my time?
Hey,
Alexander the Great,
Caesar,
Caesar, Hannibal Barca. Still, I have to keep challenging myself to let go of old ways of thinking and embrace the new. As Seneca wrote, the ones who pioneered our paths aren't our masters, but our guides. Ah, you remembered that. Thank you. I grieved for a time, but that's done. In the words of Epictetus, as those who rode behind triumphant generals remind them they are mortal, remind yourself your precious one isn't one of your possessions, but something given for now, not forever. Thanks.
Domitius.
He's not my... Oh, I see what you did there. Good one. He had more trouble adapting than most.
Huh.
He got himself disqualified from the UFC, so he started some kind of underground blood sport tournament, like we had in Rome. Suppose it appealed to people's baser instincts. And they say he made some good coin, killing a bunch of men like that. But his luck finally ran out, and his life along with it. You know what they say. Live by the sword, die by the sword. Perhaps.
Perhaps.
And you. Farewell.
Are you Scintilla? Cynthia. Scintilla. Ah, is there a way to free her?
I take it you're... Actually, I changed my name to Cynthia. I didn't want to be associated with Sentius after what happened. I'm not sure if you heard, but after you drove Pluto off, Proserpina emerged from the Great Temple. She knew right away what none of us had figured out about that psychopath.
Oh.
He'd been keeping my little sister locked up in the upper
Wait, I knew
system
that.
all that time. But he's been dealt with. He's... you know what? The important thing is, we'll never see him again.
Never ever.
Anything I want. I'm a woman of means in a vast new world.
Wow.
I can go wherever and
Girl power.
do whatever I please. Of course, I mostly just stay in my villa and have my servant Alexa summon things for me.
Alexa.
Because it's just awful out there. Barbarians everywhere. He's still there, all alone.
Oh, wait, what?
The last golden statue in the underworld. Trapped in a metal shell.
What happened?
Slowly losing his mind until the end of time.
What happened?
Eternal torment. Just what he deserves, if you ask me. Then I suppose he'd got his wish. You too. See you around.
What crime did he commit? Or did it just do? It's all just a hermit philosopher. Oh, you're alive.
I take it you're the oracle everybody's talking about. It's a pleasure to finally meet you.
Finally? What?
We have. I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Philip.
In any case, I'm Philip. I never thought I'd leave that cave, let alone the city. And now I'm living in the 21st century. What a time to be alive. And it seems I have your catabasis to thank for it.
Catabasis?
I'm working as a consultant to the Faculty of Classics at Cambridge University.
Whoa, Cambridge.
Helping fill the odd gap in their knowledge. Not
Wow.
that I need the money, but I do love being around enlightened minds again.
Enlightened.
My sincere thanks once again.
Greetings. You must be the legendary oracle. It is a sincere privilege to finally make your acquaintance. I am Georgius.
Yes.
I am told we have you to thank for freeing us from Hades.
Hades.
And for that, I am most grateful. I am
Ding.
reacquainting myself with Greece.
Oh.
It has changed so much over the last
Oh,
2000 years.
right.
I
Greece is
barely
still a
recognize
country.
it. This is at once heartbreaking and thrilling. Perhaps one day, once I have seen all of this new Greece and sampled her delights, I will settle down in Santorini, in a villa overlooking the Azure Sea. I hope you will join me there and regale me with the story of how you faced off against the fearsome god of the underworld and won. You too, my friend.
You too, you too. Statue,
Hey.
scutum. What's this?
Greetings.
Bathtub. Bleh. Large bathtub which has been converted into a rather eccentric bed. Eh?
Hello.
Magnificent museum.
Statue of
is it
Demeter.
not?
Goddess of the harvest, mother of Persephone, Proserpina.
You're the one we've been waiting
You're
for.
still so unkempt.
I wanted to say I'm just so happy to be here with you and everyone together again, even if it's just for one more night.
What do you mean for one more night?
Well, it's not like I have to work with all the silver Charon gave me, so I just do
Silver?
what makes me happy.
It works
Mostly
in
that
2021.
means baking for my friends and looking at memes while
Memes?
binging TV shows in yoga pants. What a time to be alive. Thank you.
You too. Well, that's
Some
eccentric.
soiree, innit?
Some soiree, innit?
Good evening.
Hello there.
It's a Greek statue of a lion. Bro, what the fuck?
Ah, hello at last. You must be the oracle. Listen, I wanted to express my sincere appreciation for what you did. If it wasn't for you, I'd never... Whatever you did in that temple made me... Such a... I took the money I made from selling my trinkets and started investing in the stock market.
Why am I
That's
not
where the real
surprised?
money is now. In fact, I was hoping to ask your advice. I can't decide between fossil fuels, tobacco, gambling and arms.
What?
What would you recommend? Oh, don't be like that. You can tell your old pal Daisy.
You're not my pal.
I won't take no for an answer.
Wait, DVD rentals have a bright future. Yo, this is all nice. Broadcast television, DVD rentals, let's go with that.
Oh, of course, yeah. I was just thinking the same thing. Oh, go on. Of course, don't let me...
Good evening.
Zamamiro.
Oh, hello. It's lovely to meet you.
Otto
I've
Octavia.
heard so much about you. I'm thankful that you're here. I was sure the person
What?
who drove off the last pagan
Well, I
god
guess you're
had more
happy
important
since-
things to do than visit the likes of us.
Guess
But
you're a happy
thank
girl.
you for coming, and I'm living in Rome again, in a charming little flat
Why
by the
Rome?
Tiber. After you sent Galerius to persuade Ulpius not to take his own life, I just want to spend the rest of... Thank you. And you. Oh, and I hope this isn't...
What?
Wonderful.
What? Just you picking me up?
Greetings.
Greetings.
Thank you for your kind words and for liberating us all. I'm recovering. Octavia. Ah, you remember that. I'm already up to the 19th century.
You were
and
already
am
up to the
quite enjoying
19th,
the work of a
19th
fellow
century.
named Poe. I think I may have found a
You've covered
kindred spirit.
1900
Men
centuries.
have called me mad, but the question is not yet settled whether madness is or is not the loftiest in.
That's it.
And
This is Kabasho.
What is up?
Statue of Kurti. Statue of Kurti, the Egyptian rampant deity believed by the Egyptians to ferry the seas to the underworld. He is associated with death and Osiris, the god of the underworld. This must be the man in the rampant dress who Kabash saw when he awoke by the river. This is Anubis, ancient Egyptian god of mummification and embalming, among other things. Look at that drip. I love Anubis.
It is an honor. You... Oh, of course. You are... I too would like to offer my thanks for... For a time, I returned to Alexandria, but they have no need of another fisherman. And instead, I have decided to follow the custom of your youth
Backpack. Oh, nice.
backpack the world. It is a great adventure, and I have met many people from many cultures. I spent the first 25 years of my life avoiding the 42 sins that would deny me access to the afterlife. Now, I think it is time I had some fun.
You don't sound 25.
Indeed. Thank you.
What's this?
Hello.
Nergal. Sumerian statue of Nergal, the Mesopotamian god of the dead and the underworld.
Hi.
Evening.
Eh?
We meet again.
Oh, you're alive.
Oh, I go by Gabriella now. I didn't want to be reminded of that monster every time I heard my own name. And I wanted to say thanks, and no hard feelings, for leaving me in that cistern when you did. I know it must have been a difficult decision, but it was the right one.
Oh, so I guess there's special dialogue if you actually interacted with each character before doing the thingy.
I'm living with Ulpius on a little vineyard in Umbria. It's even more wonderful than I dreamed it would be. I'm so grateful to you for making sure he's still with us. If you're ever past, you can try some of... Thanks.
Thanks, you too.
It's nice to finally put a face to the name. I understand I have you to thank. The way you just showed up out of the blue and stopped me from making... I'm living with Gabriella in Umbria.
Vineyard, yep.
Every day I look at... So we're sitting together on our terrace with a glass, and I... Thank you. You too.
You too. Kumut Tabal. So the Sumerians, right?
Hello.
Wait.
Nice to meet you.
You're with Virgil?
I go by Rufus now. New start for what you did. Sorry, I live with Virgil in Rotterdam, not far from where he grew up. It's very modern. Destroyed in the war, and it rebuilt itself. Haven't this... Huh. Good to know. Anyway, it was good practice for the new world.
Good practice for the new world.
Security cameras and smartphones. You too.
Netherlands, yo.
It's so nice to finally meet you. I wanted to thank you personally, and for helping Rufus come to terms with himself. He may come off a little gruff, but once you get past that, he's a lovely fellow. I'm studying to be an architect again, and living with Rufus in our beautiful flat in Rotterdam, just down the river from Nijmegen. Where I grew up. Of course, it's improved immensely since I was there last. Gleaming futuristic buildings and clean streets full of educated, accepting people. You too, as Rufus, if you're ever in the Netherlands.
Hi.
Reception Hall, private member wing. Private member wing, reception hall. Ooh. Oh, these are all the... What the fuck? Raw XD. What? This is a Sphinx? No, this is a Chimera, right? Or the Egyptian... the thing that questions. Answer these 3 riddles. I'll let you pass. Pharaohs. I wonder if it's different if you chose like a different job at the start. Maybe not.
There you are. I hope you enjoyed that. Now, there's one more person I wanted to introduce you to. I think you know her.
Karen. Or Pasapina.
Sorry if I frightened you. Just a little joke I've been saving for a long, long time. Allow me to introduce myself properly. I am Proserpina, former goddess of the cycle of life and renewal, and now a regular mortal.
What's
I
a bit
wanted to meet
attire?
you in
Is
person,
that bandages?
and thank you for freeing all these people, and me. I hate to think what would have happened to us without your intervention. Indeed. Suffice it to say that while Pluto was controlling the eyes and ears of each golden statue, I was able to control their tongues and whisper to you when he was distracted. I am sorry my
Distracted by
messages were
what?
so cryptic.
He literally does nothing.
There were only ever brief windows in which I could speak to you without being detected. I did. I may have given up my immortality, but I still retain my gifts as the goddess of the cycle of life and renewal. After witnessing Pluto punish countless poor souls over thousands of years, I knew this generation, the final wave, would not survive. So I tried to give them a way to buy more time. A second chance. Rather, as many second chances as they needed to avoid his wrath. So I whispered to Sentius in secret, telling him the prayer required to create a portal in my shrine. I knew the danger of humans being corrupted by godly power, and so I put a safeguard in place. I required the creator of the portal to sacrifice their own life, so that it could only be used selflessly to help others. What I did not anticipate is that Sentius would retain his accumulated memories from each previous day, and as a veteran soldier he had long since shed his fear of death. He quickly discovered that he could, in effect, prolong his own life indefinitely by exploiting the cycle. Of course, once I had taught him the prayer, I could not unteach him, and there was little I could do but wait for someone like you to come along and see him for what he was. We were all fortunate you came along when you did. I don't know what happened to him. I haven't heard from him, and I rather hope it stays that way.
Let me call my boy up.
Oh, she inherited dominion over the underworld. Last time we spoke...
New world?
She was working on a new
It's
world of
a
some kind.
new MMORPG.
She wouldn't say what it was, but I'd be surprised if you don't run into her again. I imagine we all will, one day. And you, although it feels like I've known you forever. Oh, and one last thing. Do you remember all those golden statues
Yeah, of
scattered
course.
throughout the city? Good, because they remember you. Well done, my friend.
What?
Of all the heroes who ever journeyed to the underworld and returned, none came close to
Wait,
achieving
what?
what you did.
Wait, that's me in the center.
Hercules, Orpheus, Theseus, and Aeneas would be proud.
What? Ending 4, wait. Yay! But what's ending 3? Let's escape to continue. Yatta! What the? How long has it been? 1 hour 30 minutes. In between 1 hour and 2 hours. The ending. Message from the developers. We hope you enjoyed the Forgotten City. You have to make even better games in the future, and you can help out by recommending the Forgotten City to a friend or writing a review. The more people play our games, the more we can level up. If you'd like to be the first to know when we announce our next project, please connect with us here. Oh. Yes, this is it. I've completed the Forgotten City through ending 4 of 4. Oh, nagakatta. But altogether, it's how long? Around 9 hours of gameplay. Yeah, that was fun. I mean, 7 hours of just playing straight, it had to be fun, right? It had to be at least engaging for me to play for a while. Okay, I guess I'll stop now. Tomorrow is Phasmo collab. Kincho suru ne. Okay, well, so I'll stop now then. Thank you for watching. This has been Fuyuno Kazuki. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.